From performing satanic rituals and sacrificing humans to destroying the career of whoever tries to speak up about it, Hollywood has a lot of stuff happening in the high-profile and absolutely secretive parties hosted by the elite. Not only do very few people get selected to attend them, but to make sure that the hierarchy is maintained and the wealthiest keep profiting off the new or struggling artists, careers are actively destroyed, and biased people in the media are also hired to bury the news whenever it leaks. But not anymore. The A-list celebrities spoke up about the sheer horrors that happen behind the closed doors and curtains of the film industry. What did he say? Did the no-strings-attached star take any names? What's everyone's reaction to it? Are the Hollywood elites actually getting exposed this time? All this and so much more in today's video. So without further ado, let's get started. First of all, let's talk about how, besides being one of the most successful names in Hollywood, Ashton Kutcher is also one of the most socially aware people in the film industry. The actor has been very active in organizations and campaigns that work against the spread of child pornography and child trafficking in general.
To fight human trafficking and the exploitation of children. And that's our core mission. I've seen video content of a child that's the same age as mine being raped by an American man that was a tourist in Cambodia.
During his brief marriage with partner Demi Moore, the actor started a non-profit human rights organization called Thorn, Digital Defenders of Children. This organization has been revolutionary, to say the least. Not only does it use technology to protect and save victims of sexual abuse, but it also expands across multiple governments and is one of the very few actually successful of its kind. The organization has successfully saved 30,000 victims of sexual abuse and pornography, out of which easily more than 10,000 were underage kids. More than 30 countries are using products created or introduced by Thorn, and the CEO has never been shy to speak up and take responsibility, no matter how intimidating it might be. In an interview, Julie Cordua, the CEO, states, "We started Thorn 7 years ago to address the growing problem of online child sexual exploitation. We saw how technology was being used to exploit our children through child sex trafficking, the spread of child sexual abuse material, and online grooming and coercion. Yet there was no concentrated effort to use technology to fight back and stop this abuse. Most of us don't know the realities of these crimes or how pervasive they are. They are hard to talk about. Most people would rather turn away than really dive into the issues. Honestly, people have been using technology for the creation and spreading of revenge porn and child porn for decades now, and the fact that very few authorities took notice of it the way it deserves is beyond concerning. At the end of the day, whenever a sexual exploitation or child pornography scandal takes place on a large scale and gets exposed, the elite always ends up being involved in it. As sad as it is, though, they rarely get the punishment that they deserve, as the system is designed to benefit them or provide them an easy way out whenever they get caught. Harvey Weinstein's example is right in front of us. The director had been involved in sexually harassing actors and other set members, but no one had it in them to step forward and expose him until it actually happened. Not only Weinstein, but his close friend Oprah Winfrey has been accused of child trafficking more than a few times. In fact, the discussion regarding Oprah being involved in sex trafficking got so loud and out of hand that the media proprietor had to personally address it. She tweeted, "Just got a phone call that my name is trending and being trolled for some awful fake thing. It's not true," said Winfrey. "Haven't been raided or arrested, just sanitizing and self-distancing with the rest of the world. Stay safe, everybody." The more you look into Oprah's friend circle, the more insanely wealthy people you discover, and a lot of them have one thing in common. Can you guess what that is? That's right. A lot of them have either been convicted of sexual abuse or have very strong allegations of it directed towards them. So how does it make sense that Oprah was so close to them, yet had no idea of the vile things they'd been doing to innocent people for so long? Looking at Harvey Weinstein's case, so many actresses and other set workers had been getting sexually abused by him for so long. But since they were new in the industry, and Harvey was an Oscar-winning god in Hollywood at the time, speaking up against him would have cost them their career. In fact, we can't even blame the new actresses for not speaking up against him. When big and established names like Angelina Jolie were helpless in front of him, then what can the others do? After Weinstein got exposed for his filthy crimes, the actress came out and spoke up. "I had a bad experience with Harvey Weinstein in my youth, and as a result, chose never to work with him again and warn others when they did. This behavior towards women in any field, any country, is unacceptable." In fact, her own husband, Brad Pitt, was aware of what happened with her, yet he did nothing. So to combat crimes like that, and to protect children from the horrors of technology and perversion, Ashton Kutcher dedicated a significant part of his life. The star even spoke up in front of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee and urged them to act against the sexually violent crimes that target women and children all over the world. Kutcher even got emotional in the middle of the speech and said, "I'm here today to defend the right to pursue happiness. It's a simple notion, the right to pursue happiness. It's bestowed upon all of us by our Constitution. Every citizen of this country has the right to pursue it. And I believe that it is incumbent on us as citizens of this nation, as Americans, to bestow that right upon others, upon each other, and upon the rest of the world. But the right to pursue happiness for so many is stripped away. It's raped, it's abused, it's taken by force, fraud, or coercion. It is sold for the momentary happiness of another." I've been on the other end of a phone call from my team asking for my help because we had received a call from the Department of Homeland Security telling us that a 7-year-old girl was being sexually abused and that content was being spread around the dark web, and she had been being abused and they'd watched her for 3 years and they could not find the perpetrator, asking us for help. We were the last line of defense. An actor and his foundation were the potential last line of defense. That's my day job, and I'm sticking to it. Needless to say, Kutcher is more than dedicated to protecting the public. With that being said, that's all for today, folks. Did you like the video? Tell us in the comment section below, and click on one of the 4 videos on your screen right now.